We have this thing in Christianity called the incarnation, and this is really the center of our faith, of what we believe. And that's the idea that God became man. Okay, so God entered into our human existence, became one of us, walked among us. And so, when that happens, everything changes. And it's like a continuation of that incarnation. The way that God penetrated into our physical world is continued in the sacraments. Altogether, there's 7 sacraments that Christ himself has given us. First of all, there's the sacraments of initiation, which are baptism, the Eucharist, and confirmation. And then there's what we call the 2 sacraments of vocation. Those would be marriage and holy orders. And then finally, there are the 2 sacraments of healing, which are the sacrament of reconciliation, also known as confession, and the sacrament of the anointing of the sick. And so you have things like the Eucharist, where you have bread and wine that are transformed into the body and blood of Christ. You have baptism, where you have water, the instrument of God's grace. You have oil and confirmation and the anointing of the sick. And so each one of these outward signs, normal, everyday objects, everyday things that we encounter, God uses them to sanctify us. And why does he do that? Well, the basic belief of Christians is that we are not just spirits trapped in bodies. Our bodies are part of who we are. And so when God comes to us, when God gives us his mercy and his love, he does that according to who we are in a bodily, physical way. And so the sacraments are a manifestation of God's mercy that affects us spiritually, yes, but also affects us physically and comes to us through our bodies.